I'm Christine Pembleton, president of Ready to Be a Wife and the Date to Marry method. And in this video, I want to share with you the 3 simple steps that you can take to naturally progress your relationship into marriage. Give you some things that you can do immediately with this video, and then if you're interested, I would love to speak with you and talk to you personally about your situation. If you've come to this page, I'm going to assume a couple things about you. I'm going to assume that you want to be a wife. Maybe you attract men where you go. You've been dating and, really getting to know a lot of different men, but haven't really found the one for you, or haven't been able to mature the relationship. It doesn't go anywhere after maybe a couple of dates or even a couple of months. Maybe you're frustrated because, you're getting older and you really want to accomplish your goal of being a wife and starting that next journey, whether it is to start a family or, travel or whatever it is that you really dream of doing with your companion. And if that's you, and if you're in that place, and you're definitely in the right place, and like I said, I want to share with you how you can naturally progress your relationship into marriage. Since you're already meeting men, you're already connecting with men, then that's not an issue. What is the issue is the relationship skills to do that, and I'm going to share with you the 3 simple things you can do to make a world of difference in how you're going about dating. A little bit about me. I am the woman that helps women get married. This is what I do. But I was, as my own personal story, I was never really good at dating. I didn't date a lot in high school and college. I had long-term relationships. Either I was single or I was in a long-term relationship. Really wasn't good at dating. And after I got out of college, I found myself in a place where I was ready to become a wife. I was ready to start that journey, and I was dating someone at the time. We had talked about marriage and everything, and so I decided to put my energy into really making that relationship work. And a turning point for me was the night that I broke up with him, because I realized he didn't love me and he didn't want to marry me. And that was hands down the darkest moment in my love life story, because I really had spent 6 years with him and then realized that we weren't compatible, we weren't going the same place. So I found myself saying, how do I do this now? The person I thought I was going to marry, I'm not going to marry, and I'm not really good at dating. How do I do that? And I spent years and years and years trying to go out there. I tried online dating and did all these different things, learning how to date, learning about marriage. I had a mentor at the time that was a marriage counselor, and she helped me define who I was as a wife and what I was really looking forward to in a marriage, so that I could know when I met the right person. And it took me a lot of years. I did get married, married to the love of my life. We've been married for 5 years. And when I started the company, Ready to Be a Wife, it was to help women accomplish their goal of becoming a wife. Not necessarily just putting a whole bunch of information out there, but really helping you accomplish your goal and tackling whatever challenges that you're having, so that you can actually, in 12 months or less, meet, date, and commit to the man that you're going to marry. Really, really doing that. When I talk to women that have been married and struggle with this, they're so excited because, like, Christine, you know how long it took me to figure this out? I'm like, yeah, I know. So I'm so excited to do it. I have clients that are getting married, have been married, having children, and all this stuff, and so I love it. So I want to share with you these 3 simple things. By the way, bookmark this page. That way you can come back to it and listen to it again and again. So take a moment, but bookmark the page, and then you can always come back to this video. So what are the 3 things that you need to do? What's the 3 simple steps? Really, this is the Date to Marry method. This is what I teach, and also how I coach clients to accomplish their goal. What do you need to do? Well, the first thing you need to do is clarify. The first C is to clarify. You need to clarify not only the man you want to be with, but the experience you want to have. And I want you to think about, for example, a car, for example, that you want to purchase. The more you put your energy into thinking about that car and dreaming about that car, the more you notice that car all around you. And statistically, 80% of the women that I work with marry a man that is in their circle of influence. They weren't able to recognize him, maybe in their work or in their studying, in church and activities and play and recreation, not recognizing when they're interacting with the experience they want to have. And so more important than having a list of how much he makes and how old he is, or how many children that he has, what's his marital status, whether he's single or he's divorced, even though those are all good, and I'm so excited that if you have fine-tuned those things that you want, I'm excited that you did that. But a step further to really being able to date to marry is really clarifying the experience. Think about how long you want to be with him, how much time you want to spend with him throughout the week, how what he can do to show you that he's interested in you. What are you looking for him to add to your life? How can he enhance your life? When you dream about that, then you're able to easily recognize when you are with someone that's giving you what you want and when you're not. It kind of cuts through all that dating and then it not working out. So that's step number one. Step number two is that you have to learn how to connect. And a connection, or a permanent connection, really starts as an attraction and it matures into a reason for the two of you to be in each other's lives. That's really what a connection is. And so in order to do that, you have to learn how to evolve your relationship, how to be more and more vulnerable, how to express what you need, how to dream as a team. There's actually 3 stages to a relationship. We can talk about that later. There's 3 stages to a relationship, and you have to learn how to move through those stages almost seamlessly. So that's not work, it's not stress, that you're allowing it to naturally progress, and as you go, you're building that connection, you're building that reason for the two of you to be together, whether it's to socialize, have fun, maybe to accomplish a goal together. All those conversations and all those things, got a whole list of things that you can do with each stage, so don't worry about that right now. Just know that that's what you need to do. And if you have been in a relationship where, you know, you guys have this attraction, really strong attraction, but it hasn't progressed, 9 times out of 10 it's because the relationship didn't mature. You didn't move along. So that's what you have to learn how to build that connection. And again, if you're not having the experience you want to have, the relationship's going to feel like work. It's going to feel like you have to do things and figure things out. The more you're aligning with what you really want, the easier it is to recognize it. And then it's fun to be in a relationship, even if it's not going the way you want. There's still something very, very meaningful for you happening when the two of you are together. So step 2 is that you have to learn how to connect. And then step 3 is to learn how to continue. This has to do with your fears, your inhibitions, your walls that you have up. Because what happens is, when you clarify what it is that you want and then you start experiencing it, if you have a fear, if you have a doubt, if you have an unresolved experience or disappointment in your past, then your defensive, protective walls will come up. They will shoot up. And if you don't know how to address those, if you don't know how to let the relationship go in its own course, you'd be surprised how many calls and emails I get from women that are like, you know, he's talking about marriage already, and I wasn't expecting that. Because when a relationship is allowed to progress at its normal rate, it kind of takes off on its own, and you find yourself enjoying it so much that you don't even pay attention to how long you've been dating and is it time to say or do anything. So what you have to do is continue. You have to address when those things are happening and then learn how to allow the relationship to move forward. And if you have any of these things where you've noticed after a certain point you start to get more nervous, more tense, more worried of the outcome, that's usually a sign that you have some unresolved fears going on, or you have some experiences that are talking to you saying, you know, this is how it happened the last time. We need to kind of do things differently. And it will kill the momentum of your relationship. In fact, once you kill the momentum of a relationship, it is very hard to pick things up. It's not impossible, and if you know how to handle it, you can do it. But to try to put energy and effort into kind of jump-starting a relationship again takes a lot of work. And 9 times out of 10, either one of you is willing to put the time in. So then you've killed this opportunity. All right. So the third thing is to learn how to continue, learn how to make decisions together, learn how to go through that process and allow the relationship to evolve. And once you master these 3 steps, clarify, connect, and continue, not only will you learn how to date to marry, because really the secret of the date to marry method is that you know how to continue with your relationship even after you say I do. So this is not just 3 things to do just to get you to the goal of being at the altar saying I do and all that, but these 3 stages will continue to pop up in the course of your marriage, as things change, as things shift, as the two of you begin to realize that you want to set different goals. You'll have to discover each other again. You'll have to connect with each other again. You'll have to learn how to get over things, resolve issues, forgive, all of those things. So not only when you learn the Date to Marry method will you learn how to get married, but stay married. So those are the 3 C's. Hopefully, let's get some really good insight for you. And I would love to talk to you specifically about you and your life, your goals, and what you want to accomplish. So you can fill out the form on this page and give me your name, your email, your information, your phone number, so that I can get in contact with you, spend some moments on the phone, and chat with you. And when you do that, I want to give you a gift. I want to give you the book, 1,001 Ways to Meet Mr. Right. This book will give you so many ideas of how you can meet other men. So if your issue is that you're really not finding men that you connect with, I want to give you this book, ship it to your home, so make sure you give me all the information. And I hope that this video has been enlightening for you and that I'll get a chance to talk to you one-on-one. So have a great day. Make sure you bookmark this page so that you can listen to this video again, and I'll talk to you soon.